Check, check.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today, Seton Catholic back on the softball field taking on crosstown rival Mesquite High. Good evening, everyone. I'm Joe Pequeno. Glad you could be with us right here at Jerry Mullen Field, where the Sentinels, coming in with a record of 7-7-1, taking on their crosstown rival, Seton 1-2 in section play, coming off a tough stretch, 3 straight losses, one to Saguaro 8-5, then to Saguaro again here at Jerry Mullen Field 10-5, and Arizona College Prep by the count of 15-5. And now they get an opportunity to take on this Mesquite team, and a team that they beat twice last season. Mesquite led by head coach Gloria Hernandez with a record of 4-8-1. They're coming off a 15-4 loss to Arizona College Prep. And we have a special guest I'm going to bring in shortly, and I'm so excited to bring in this person because she is one of the best athletes on this campus. Before we go there, we're going to have the lovely Maddie Ibarra sing the national anthem. Maddie, good luck. And we're going to talk about the starting lineups first for Seton. At shortstop, batting first, Sierra Daniel. Pitching, batting second, Brooke Zulaga. Batting third, playing second base, Lexi Walper. Batting fourth, playing first base, Sarah Sladek. Batting fifth, playing third base, Bella Zipser. Catching, batting sixth, Abby Coda. Batting seventh, playing center field, Ashley Gyra. Batting eighth, the DH, Ali Ortega. Batting ninth in left field, Bella Gump. And on the other side for Mesquite, pitching and leading off, Liliana Ontiveros. Batting second, the shortstop, Cynthia Frosto. Batting third, the first baseman, Madison Wright. Batting fourth, Mia Gutierrez, the third baseman. Batting fifth, the DH, Maya Pastrano. Batting sixth, playing left field, Leah Shan. Batting seventh, playing second base, Eliza Ordonez. Batting eighth, playing center field, Ryan Howlett. Batting ninth, playing right field, Tatiana Ruiz. And our umpires for today's game are Daryl McCrae and Jay Hansen. Now I welcome in one of the best athletes on this campus, the lovely soccer player for Seton Catholic. And I've got to build this up in such a tremendous way. The Region Defensive Player of the Year, Region First Team 4A, Second Team All Conference, and that is Riley Kelly.
Hi, Joe. How you doing?
Riley, so good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Congratulations on all the postseason honors, and so well deserved.
Thank you.
Because if anyone has seen you play, and now we have the lovely mom coming in with the blanket, and that's so unfair. You brought one blanket, not two, because it's not. The weather here is not nice today. This is not Arizona weather. I feel like we're in Alaska. All I need is a polar bear and an ice cap to go by me, and we'd be there right now. So needless to say, getting back to where you were and the postseason honors, so well deserved. And for you, you go out there with such a tremendous mindset. It's like an attack. You're nonstop. You're up and down the field. I just want to get your approach to how you jump on the soccer field and just your mindset.
Well, I take every game, like, not seriously, but, like, pretty seriously. Like, I love going out there and just having fun. But most importantly, I go out there and I put everything out onto that field. Like, I try not to leave anything when the game's over. Like, I just try to give it 100% the full game. And I try to push myself to be the best every time I go out onto that field. And I feel like I just have to give it my all, because soccer, I've been playing soccer for almost 11 years now coming up. I turned 17 this year. So 12 years, because I've been playing since I was 5. But yeah, I've been playing for a long time, and I'm passionate about it, and I feel like every game is it's an amazing experience, and I feel like I just have to give it my all.
Yeah, and you do give it your all, because you're relentless up and down the field, and what I love about you is that there's no let up when you're on the field. I mean, you are nonstop, and you're not afraid to be physical out there. And that's what I love about you. And talk about you bringing that physical nature to the team.
Yeah, so honestly, it's kind of a character trait. I love getting physical. It makes the game more exciting, and I don't let people get in my way. So if anyone is like just in my way, I gotta, do what I gotta do to just take it back and get back in the game.
And what I love about you is that not only can you handle any offensive players that come your way, you can handle the temperatures, because it's cold and you're out here in shorts.
Yeah.
and it's making me even more cold. But I love the fact that you come out here and your mom is right next to you, is that you're a chiseled athlete.
Mm-hmm.
You believe in the gym, and you're working out nonstop. And give me your approach toward maintaining your athletic ability and even enhancing it by being a gym rat.
Yeah, so I love the gym. My parents got me into it when I was about like 5 or 6 years old. And I honestly do it just to like keep me sane. Like it definitely helps with your mindset. It helps you as a person. It helps you stay healthy. And I feel like going to the gym makes me a better person, because like if I'll have like really off days, or if I'm just not feeling it some days, I know I have that as like an outlet to go into the gym, and I can use that just to kind of like channel my energy, and it's really good. Sorry.
It's okay. We'll take a moment for the school prayer and then the national anthem and more with the relentless force that is Riley Kelly.
Athletes and officials perform to the best of their abilities and keep them free from injury. St. Elizabeth and Seton, pray for us. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. Please remain standing for our national anthem sung by our very own Madison Navarra.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Great job by Maddie Ibarra, who was lights out on the mic, singing the national anthem. Now I'm back with the relentless force that is Riley Kelly. So for you, the gym is like, it's part of what you do now, right?
Yeah, it's a part of who I am. I love to just like incorporate my athletic abilities, into everyday life. I have weights at school, I have track after school, and then some days I'll go to the gym for like an hour or two after that. So I'm very persistent with going to the gym, and I try to go at least every day of the week, but my mom yells at me all the time to take rest days because, you got to rest after working out for a long periods of time. But yeah, it's definitely a part of who I am, and I love it because it's definitely changed me as a person.
Yeah, there's no question. You get in the gym, and it's the high of the workout, and you're feeling like when you leave there, you just feel invincible, and you can just go attack the world. So I got your mom next to you, and your mom gets an assist for two reasons. One, because she gave you the blanket, which I didn't get. I didn't get the notice on that. But also, she gets an assist because she picked up the beef jerky that at some point I'm going to be eating in the course of this one, because anywhere I go, I've got to have like some kind of snack, and beef jerky is like the power man's meal. So your mom looks like she's in tremendous shape too. So
Very much so.
Was your mom a good athlete growing up?
So my mom is kind of the complete opposite of me when she was in high school. She did cheerleading and a ballerina, which requires a lot of athletic ability, but I'm definitely more on the physical side of sports. So
yeah. And
yeah.
Did your dad, was he an athlete?
Yes, my dad is really short, so he took up gymnastics, wrestling, and he just kind of did everything he could to make himself the biggest person he could. But he was a really good gymnast, and he was a really good wrestler too, and he was very strong now. Like now he's 40 and he can bench like 350 pounds. Like
wow.
He's really strong.
Wow.
Yeah.
So now I know why you have the strength of 10 women. You get that from your dad. So that being said, you're running track now, and as we see Brooke Zulag on the mound, the fabulous freshman who plays her club ball with Athletics Mercado, and she's on the hill, and starting lineup behind her, you have Abby Cota behind the dish, Sarah Slatic at first base, Lexi Walper at second, Sierra Daniel at short, Bella Zipser at third, Bella Gump in left, Ashley Gyra in center, Jordan Herrera in right. Did you ever play softball growing up? Because I think with your athletic skill, I think you could go out there, and I think you could swing the stick, and I think you could make an impact immediately.
Yeah, so I played softball
and Mom's like, yes, yes, and yes.
Yeah, I played softball for 4 years in middle school. I played 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, and I loved it. It was really fun, but when I got to Seton, I wanted to try track because I'd never done that before, and yeah, I wanted to get more serious with that, so I kind of let go of softball. But the coach, Mr. Mullen, who I just love, and he's my counselor at school, so he's just the best person ever. But he always is yelling at me to get out to softball tryouts, come play softball, like just come be a base runner. But I've stuck with track. So.
Yeah. Okay, so give us kind of your track, exactly what and that's fouled out of play. Count remains 2-2 on Liliana Ontiveros. Give us kind of what meets you're competing in.
So we have a meet next week, and that's going to be our senior night, and that'll be my first actual meet of the season. As I haven't been competing the past few weeks because of grades, which not too good. but I've been working to get my grades up, and I have a track meet next week that I am competing in. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, I love track. It keeps me in shape, and it's fun. I have friends that are on the team, and it's a fun environment to be around.
So as Brooke Zulaga got Liliana Ontiveros stepping in as Cynthia Frosto, the shortstop. So that being said, so are you focusing on a certain kind of the 100, the 50, the 440, 8? I don't see you more like long distance. I see you coming out of the gates like you're Seattle Slew. You're sprinting toward.
Yeah, I'm definitely all the short sprints for sure. I run the 200 and the 400 and our 4x1.
Yeah. Not
so much of a 100 meter just because I feel like it takes time to build up the fast speed, but I'm also not a distance runner, so I'm kind of in the middle, 200, 400. And freshman year, I made state for the 400 in our relay teams. And last year, I made state for our 400, so I'm looking to go to state again this year, hopefully.
Yeah, okay, so I have a question for you because I've had the honor and the privilege to know the Daniel family a long time. And Peter's like a brother to me, and obviously I'm very familiar with Sasha and Sierra. Okay, so when Sasha was here last year, of course Sierra was here last year. Let's see if the three of you were here right now. Because I as far as one of the best athletes on this campus, there's no question you're one of the best athletes. But
thank you.
If it was Sierra, you, and Sasha at Seton at the same time, and that is knocked into the gap, and Frosto turning the corner. Great play in the center field by Ashley Gyra to hold that to a single. So a one-out single for the Wildcats, and stepping in is Madison Wright, the first baseman. So Daniel, and Riley. Who's the best athlete in that threesome?
Oh, I mean, both of them, Sasha and Sierra, they're phenomenal athletes. I definitely look up to both of them. Both are super fast, and both of them just have great athletic ability. Sierra especially, she's committed D1 to LSU, which is just amazing for her softball. But yeah, if we were all on a relay team, I feel like we would crush it and we would win first in every single relay event. But yeah, they actually did track with us last year, and we had a relay team with them, and we set a new record, and we had a PR with them last year. But yeah, they're both very good athletes, and if we all ran together, it'd be really good.
Yeah, no question.
Yeah.
That would be like a blink of an eye, and you just see a ray of light flashing around the track. So that being said, going into your senior year, the funny thing, you don't even play club, and you're that talented of a soccer player. So I know some letters of intent, or you're getting some college interests, and I think it's just a matter of time before you're on a lot of lists across the country. So give us kind of what kind of interest you're drawing from colleges and maybe JUCOs as well.
Yeah, so I'm looking I'm kind of keeping my options open. You never want to settle too early, and still end of my junior year, coming up on senior year, so I still have a year to sign or make a deal with anyone. But I'm definitely keeping my options open, D1, D2, D3, and junior colleges. But I'm just leaning more towards whatever makes me happy, because I feel like if I get a scholarship somewhere I wouldn't be happy. I feel like I wouldn't want to take it just because it's not worth it if you're not loving what you're doing and loving where you're at. And I want to be at a college close to home because I have 2 younger brothers and my parents, and I want to be able to be close to them. So yeah, I'm keeping my options open, and just kind of letting God take the ropes and just kind of guide me to wherever I need to go.
So would you like to play soccer and potentially track in college, or could you see yourself just doing track instead of soccer?
I mean, I would be open to doing track, but I feel like soccer is mainly what it's been my whole life. So I feel like continuing that would be just so much fun, and I think I'd take it more seriously than I would take track.
Stepping in at the dish is Mia Gutierrez. So Zulaga with a 1-out single to Frosto, followed by a walk to Madison Wright, and Gutierrez stepping in. So you're kind of waiting to see. You got one more year left. So give us kind of and this one is skied deep left center, and at the wall making the catch is Gyra, who keeps that in the park. Good job by the center fielder to track that down. So now there are 2 outs, and stepping in is Maya Pastrano. So Gutierrez gave that a ride, and we all had a gasp for our breath wondering if it had the distance to get out of the yard, but it stayed in, and now Pastrano steps in, the DH, and Zulaga is one batter away of squeezing out of this inning. So that being said, give us the thoughts on the Seton soccer team coming back for next year, because I know Grant's done a tremendous job with the team. They get better, and the girls play with such a relentless attitude. And I'm just so you know, as that one is fouled back, I'm a big fan of women's athletics. I have 2 daughters, and they both play club softball, and I love covering, of course, Karen's team and the women's program and girls softball, just everything. So I'm a big, big proponent of women's athletics. One of my favorite athletes all time to interview is Diana Taurasi of the Phoenix Mercury, who's maybe the greatest basketball player in the history of women's baskesketball and just basketball, period. So that being said, give us kind of an outlook of what the soccer team is looking like next year.
Honestly, I'm super excited. We had a lot of good up and coming freshmen. Ella Bruning, a good example. She was such a good player this past season, and Addie Driscoll as well as another freshman. So I feel like next year we're just gonna kind of do what we did this year and just give it our all and do our best as a team, as a whole, as a family, and we're just gonna kind of see where it takes us. But I see us doing very well next season.
That's great.
Yeah.
And just continuing to build the program, keep going in the right direction. And of course, you had some really good freshmen that stepped in, like some of the players you just mentioned. So that being said, one thing I want from you moving forward is I don't have to worry about you athletically. I don't have to worry about your commitment to staying in good shape. I don't have to worry about your mom bringing you blankets or picking up my beef jerky. Your mom will always come through. But I never want you to ever come here again and say that you struggled in the classroom.
I know, yeah.
You know, because you can't. Look, the bottom line is you got to make the grades to get on the field or to get on the track.
I'm realizing it a little too late, but I've been putting in the work, going in after school and during school just to get extra help, and you know, it's paying off. I've been getting good grades on my tests, so I'm doing good. I'm pulling it together. Yeah.
And your mom's name?
Megan.
Megan, so good to see you. Thank you for showing up today. That is Riley Kelly, the unstoppable force of the Seton girls soccer team. And look, if you haven't seen Riley Kelly play, she is worth the price of admission because she runs up and down the field effortlessly, and she will simply take out the best offensive player from the opposition, and she'll make every opposing player work relentlessly because Riley Kelly, when she steps on the field, she's bringing 150%. She's full throttle. She's Top Gun. She never leaves her wingman, and she's nonstop energy. 100% pure adrenaline. Riley, so good to see you.
Thank you. So good to see you, too. Thank you for having me.
Pleasure. You come here anytime. So
all right.
After track practice, swing on by. You're more than welcome.
Yeah,
okay?
of course. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Megan. My friends call me Ted. But some people call me Joe, too, Megan. No, I'm good. That is. Thank you. And that was Riley Kelly and her mom, Megan. And stepping in, when we talk about great athletes, we talk about Sierra Daniel. And just like that, Sierra laces one in the gap, and Sierra thinking about third, and she's on her giddy up, and Sierra sliding in safely. Oh, Sierra Daniel, just a force at the dish. stepped into this one hitting 644, and right out of the gates just ropes a triple. And the lovely Jen Hutchison helping me lower the mic as Riley Kelly just stepped out, and now stepping in as Brooke Zulaga's having a great year, hitting .510 as well. And Brooke knocks one to second base, and that's going to bring in a run. And just like that, Brooke helping her cause and got a run on the board. So stepping in, Lexi Walper hitting .289, 11 hits and 38 at-bats with 11 RBIs, 3 doubles, and you gotta like that. Sierra Daniel heading to LSU, part of that great athletic program, and the women's basketball team just won the national title. And look, you got a kid like Sierra who's gonna lead off for you. Well, she's gonna do some good things in that softball field. No question. Such a great athlete, good kid, dedicated to the process. Her dad, Peter Daniel, ran track in college, and she's just a little tank. And Lexi's at the dish with a 2-0 count. 2-0 pitch, and this one is out of the zone, but Walper swings right through it. Quickly goes to 2-1. On deck is Sarah Sladek. Seton with an early 1-0 lead. And that's outside. It goes to 3-1. This is not good softball weather. This is miserable weather. If you needed an ice cube for your drink, we could just pick it off the ground and just pop it in a cup. That's how cold it is out here. And this one scores to right field. Right fielder going back and makes the running catch. Tatiana Ruiz robbing Walper of extra bases. Stepping in, Sarah Sladek. Sladek stepping in, hitting .256, 11 hits and 43 at-bats with 11 RBIs. And luckily, a friend at work lent me a jacket, because if he didn't, I would be ridiculously miserable right now. So Sladek fouls that one off, 0-1 count. This Mesquite team, Seton knocked them off twice last year. Ontiveros on the mound with an 0-1 count. And that misses outside. Ontiveros stepping in, looking to lead her team to a victory. And that one bounces in the dirt. Ontiveros, a record of 2-1 on the year, ERA of 8.58. So Seton's gonna have some opportunities here offensively today. And good layoff by Sladek. And just when we all thought we had beautiful Arizona weather coming back, Mother Nature decided to be wicked yet again. Sladek rips one to left, and that's a bullet. And the Sentinels with a 2-out single as Sladek rips a laser to left field. Stepping in, Bella Zipser looking to do some damage at the dish. Zipser hitting .296, 8 hits and 27 at-bats, 2 RBIs, 1 double. Ontiveros trying to work her way out of this one, already giving up 1 run on the Sierra Daniel leadoff triple, and the bounce out by Brooke Zulaga helping her cause. Good start for the Sentinels on home turf after dropping 3 in a row. 1-0 pitch. This one bounced foul. 1-1 count on Bella Zipser. So great to hear from Riley Kelly, one of my favorite athletes to watch. And look, like I said, if you haven't seen the Seton girls soccer team play, they play relentlessly, and Riley Kelly is a force. She's a midfielder and just nonstop energy throughout. 1-1 pitch, and that one hits the outside corner. Goes to 1-2. Abby Cota on deck, ready to take her hacks. 1-2 pitch. And Zipser just hacks at it to stay alive. Great day for flying a kite. Not so great of a day to play softball. Seton back at it tomorrow night against Marcos Deniza. Terry Lick, the assistant athletic director, promised me better weather tomorrow. And Zipser swings right through that for strike 3. But a good inning for Seton. 2 hits, 1 run. Daniel with the triple. The bounce out by Zulaga. We go to the second. Sentinels up 1-0. So we go to the top of the second inning. Leah Shan stepping in for Mesquite, facing Brooke Zulaga, who got out of a little bit of a pickle in the first inning. And Shan's first pitch, that's high, gets past Coda. And Shan looking to start Mesquite in this second inning. 1-0 pitch. And Brooke Zulaga throwing the changeup. And you gotta love that neutralizer, because if you've got a good changeup, in a lot of cases, some of these kids that don't play club, they don't see a good changeup. So if you throw a good changeup around the plate, most of the time it's going to work, and Brooke is in good control of her changeup right now, which is giving her an opportunity. 1-2 pitch, and that change misses, bounces in the dirt, but she'll come right back and give herself an opportunity with a 2-2 count. Zulaga, who plays outfield for Athletics Mercado, a force in that. She comes right back and buries the heat. And we got 1 out in this second inning. Eliza Ordonez stepping in, hitting .263, 10 hits and 38 at-bats with 8 RBIs. Sentinels playing her straight away. And someone got me a tissue, because I kid you not, in cold weather, I'm kind of like Snoopy. My nose will run, and I got to have tissue. So this is huge. And by the way, Paulo Hutchison got me a cool keychain. Thank you, Paulo. He got me like a Spider-Man and a Freddy the Flamingo keychain combined. And we all know what Freddy means to the program, the Flamingo. You see him at every volleyball and basketball game. And now an 0-2 count on Eliza Ordonez. Zulaga bringing the gas, and that's 2 outs here in the second. Zulaga now with 3 strikeouts. Stepping in is Ryan Howlett. Howlett hitting .240, 6 hits and 25 at-bats, but Paulo got me this nice keychain because he knows I like superheroes, and Spider-Man is obviously, I've been collecting Spider-Man comic books my whole life, so there's a combination of a Spider-Man keychain with a flamingo, a perfect Seton combination. So 1-0 count on Ryan Hallett. Zulaga checking the wristband. 1-0 pitch, not slow in the dirt. Abby Cota, the freshman behind the dish, doing a nice job. Defensively, as we mentioned, Cota behind the plate, Sladek at first, Walper at second, Daniel at short, Zipser at third, Gump, Gyra, and Herrera. And that's a nice swinging hack, so Zulaga in good control on the mound after putting a couple on in the first. Checking the wristband. Zulaga rocks and fires, and that crosses the knees, and it goes to 2-2. This is a young lady who's highly athletic and has her quinceañera coming up, by the way. 2-2 pitch, changeup, little blooper, and Sierra Daniel makes the catch on a nice running play. And that's going to end the top of the second. We go to the bottom half with the Sentinels with a 1-0 lead. Oh, I can't believe we're going to go to the bottom of the second. Stepping in, be Abby Cota, followed by Ashley Gyra and Ali Ortega. And Peter Daniel, standing in front of me, was so nice to give me a diamond dry erase board. And usually I have like these on a piece of paper and I write in, but now Peter's giving me a gift, and that is the kind of gentleman Peter Daniel is all about. So that will be used throughout my future play-by-play calls. And Abby Cota checking in, and Abby is a gifted young lady for this team, and she steps in hitting .333. 12 hits and 36 at-bats with 9 RBIs, 4 doubles, 1 triple, 1 homer. And she takes a changeup on the outside part of the plate. Appreciate you dialing us up on the Seton Catholic Sports Network. Paulo Hutchinson, the live stream. Paulo the Great. And that one misses low. Our umpires, Daryl McRae behind the plate, and Jay Hansen at first base. And this one bounced to the left side, over the third baseman's head and through. And Abby Cota's great freshman season continues with a leadoff single. Now stepping in, Ashley Gyra. Gyra looking to make some noise at the dish. And Cota froze between first and second on the foul tip as Gyra steps in at the dish. 0-1 pitch. That one's low, and Cota, big lead. A second baseman drawing her back. 1-1 count. And usually when we're in April, Terry, correct me if I'm wrong, we usually have great weather here, don't we? 1-1 pitch. And that one's high. Good work by Gyra at the dish, laying off the high fastball. Bella Gump on deck. And Jerry Mullen taking the time out to talk to Ashley Gyra. Sentinels coming in with a record of 7-7-1. After tonight, they're right back here tomorrow, taking on Marcos Deniza. course, we'll have the coverage right here on the Seton Catholic Sports Network. 2-1 pitch. That's waved at by Gyra. It goes to 2-2. 2-2 pitch, and that one's low. And Coda on her giddy-up goes into second base. Great hustle by Abby Coda. Goes down to second on the pass ball. We'll call it a wild pitch. Ball bounced in the dirt. Now Gyra got a 3-2 count. Here it is. And that misses outside, and Gyra draws the walk. Allie Ortega steps in. Trying to find herself at the dish, hitting 161, 5 hits and 31 at-bats and 8 RBIs. Abby always around the sporting events this season. And she lays down a beautiful bunt. Third baseman checks back, and third baseman charged on that. But a great bump by Allie Ortega on the sacrifice. Moves the runners over. So now checking in, Bella Gump hitting 282. 11 hits, 9 RBIs, 1 double, 1 triple, 1 home run. She's got track power. And this one is knocked into right center field. And that's going to drop. 1 run is in. Another run. The runner will stop at third, but Coda will score. And the base knock by Gump. And good work at the dish by Bella Gump. No hesitation in her game. First pitch, fastball swinging, smokes in the right center field gap. And it's a 2-0 Seton lead. And stepping in is Sierra Daniel, who tripled her first time up. First pitch to Sierra. And Sierra smokes one to left field, and that is falls in. 1 run is in. Gump will score. And Daniel goes into second base with a double. Left fielder could not make the play. Give Leah Shands some credit. Just could not bring it in. So Brooke Zulaga checking in. Seton with a 4-0 lead. Zulaga at the dish. First pitch, little bouncer. That's going to cue ball its way to center field. Sierra, no one's going to stop her at home. And Daniel squeezes in. How about that? Wide slide and all. Put it on a show, number 3. Way to do it, kid. And look, it's going to have to take, to throw Sierra Daniel out at home plate, it's going to take a special arm. And that was almost it. The throw was a little high, but Sierra got around, swiped it. And Zulaga with the RBI signal on the cue ball to center field. And the Seton lead is now 5-0. And I know all of us secretly are hoping for the run rules so we can get out of the cold weather. Let's just be honest, right, Terry? And Terry agrees. Look, I just want to let you know if I'm sniffling tomorrow, I have a cough or something tomorrow, it's because of the weather. Stepping in, Lexi Walper, and she bounces one to third base. Third baseman makes a throw. That's a foul ball as home plate umpire Darryl McRae, loud and proud behind the dish on the call. I love that. Sometimes you get an umpire behind the dish and they don't say anything, and you know the infielders don't know what to do, but McRae made that call loud and proud. So Walper up there swinging immediately, fouls that one off. Goes to 0-2. Zulaga at second base. Oh, 2 count on Walper. And that bounces, and Zulaga focusing her energy on pitching, so she's not going to take any extra chances on the base path. No need at this point. Up 5-0 with Walper at the dish with only 1 out. And this one bounced to the third baseman. The throw over, and the first baseman couldn't make the pick, so Mia Gutierrez on the bat toss, and Madison Wright could not field it. So the nightmare continues. And stepping in, Sarah Sladek, who hit a bullet base hit her first time up. And Sladek has got some big time power. She connects. The wind is blowing. I think it's blowing more toward home plate. Sladek showing bunt. Throw down to third base. Going down to second is Walper. So runners at second and third. So today we've got heavy jackets, we've got blankets. We're just missing hot chocolate. Sladek. And she lays off. Good eye at the dish. And Liliana Ontiveros, who struggling in this inning, hasn't been helped by her defense and trying to find her way out of it. 1-1 count. And this one bounced foul down that third base line. Goes to 1-2. On deck is Bella Zipser, looking for some redemption after striking out in the first. But first, runners at second and third. Of course, this rivalry, it's intense. Doesn't matter the sport. Mesquite, Seton, that ball's in the dirt. Goes to 2-2. These two programs, separated only by 5 miles or less, don't like each other, and makes for good talking points and good conversation throughout the years. 2-2 pitch. This one smoked by Sladek. That's a bullet. And Madison Wright couldn't get it. And another run will come in. Zulaga and Walper on her giddy up. The hustle and the muscle. And that Seton lead now 7-0. And Sladek just ripped a bullet that Madison Wright could not haul in, and that was a laser. Bella Zipser up at the dish, struck out her first time up, and Abby Cota, who started the inning, on deck. Abby, the fabulous freshman, she's looking for her second hit of the inning. But first, Zipser at the dish. And Zipser bounces one to the third baseman. This time, the 5-3 put out is made. And now it's Abby Cota. And Abby started this fun fest with a single to start the inning. 6 runs are in. And Abby with an opportunity to get her second hit of the inning. Sladek at second base. And that misses on the outside part of the dish. Abby Cota having a great freshman year, hitting over 300, 1-0 count. And this one bounced up the middle. Sladek will stop at third base, and Cota going back to first. So what an inning for Abby Cota. Couple singles. Great job. Now it's Ashley Gyra who walked her first time up in this inning. And this is a great Seton inning. This helps the cause of cold people everywhere. Gyra takes high and outside. Ali Ortega on deck. Ortega with the sac bunt. Her first time up. And that one low out of the zone, and Gyra swinging at it, goes to 1-1. Of course, Seton back at it tomorrow, taking on Marcos Deniza right here at Jerry Mullen Field. Hopefully Mother Nature cooperating just a tad bit more. This one bounced to short. fielded cleanly, and the throw over. Cynthia Frosto over to Madison Wright, and that will do it for Seton. But a big inning, 6 across, and we go to the third with the Sentinels leading by a touchdown. So we go top three, and the Sentinels owning this one is Tatiana Ruiz. Steps in for the Wildcats. First pitch from Zulaga, and that one is scorched to right center. And tracking it down quickly is Gyra holding Ruiz to a single, and a good start for the Wildcats. And if Zulaga, if there's one area of her game she has to step up, is that when she misses belt high. And that's a pitch where she just laid it out right over the middle, and Ruiz just drilled that ball to right center, but Gyra checked it down quickly. Now checking in is Liliana Ontiveros, who struck out her first time up, and that misses high for ball one. So the Wildcats struggling on the year with only 4 wins and already down 7 against a Seton juggernaut that has started fast and furiously. And that hits the corner. Zulaga getting the home support. Her dad, Javier, is here behind the dish. Does a great job of taking video for the team, and as well as the recruiting coordinator for Athletics Mercado. And that is such a helpful task for all the kids looking to work on their games and try to get to college, and that misses outside. And this is an area where Brooke has to understand playing with a 7-run lead here. She's trying to be maybe just a little bit too fine. And that one is scorched to left by Ontiveros, and that almost gets away. So the Wildcats start this third inning with back-to-back lasers, and Frosto steps in, who singled her first time up. So the big thing about a night like this, when the weather is kind of all over the place, scenes led by Coach Jerry Mullen, the legend. Love to see Seton just be able to put this one to rest real quickly, and it starts with Zulaga just finding good spots, not leaving things belt high. Those 2 balls that were tattooed out to the outfield were left in the belt high zone where batters can just tee off. And Brooke is getting a great opportunity. Doesn't pitch much for Athletics Mercado, very rarely, so she's getting plenty of opportunity here, and just has to believe in that fastball to locate it just a little bit better. And Coda, nice stop behind the plate. I'm becoming more of an Abby Coda fan all the time. Young lady hitting .333 coming in, couple hits, moving like a jungle cat behind the plate with a good backhand stop. not everyone can make that play. And that's a changeup, and that one misses, and that one is laced to left center. One run is in, and going into second with a stand-up double is Frosto, and it's now a 7-1 Seton lead, and every ball in this inning has been simply tattooed. Frosto just jumped on a pitch. And stepping in is Madison Wright, who walked her first time up. And Jerry Mullen coming out to talk to Brooke Zulaga. And we'll take a moment to warm up. More from Jerry Mullen and Phil in just a moment. We go back to live action. All of a sudden, I feel 20 degrees warmer. At least I'm thinking it. Madison Wright checking in, walked her first time up. Runners at second and third. And that one misses low. Ontiveros at third. Frosto at second. One run in. 3 hard hit balls to start this third inning for the Wildcats. 1-0 pitch. And that's a base hit that can't be tracked down, and 2 runs are going to score, and the Wildcats continue their onslaught here in the third inning as Madison Wright comes through on a changeup that Brooke Zulaga left out over the plate. Checking in, Mia Gutierrez popped to center on a long shot that Gyra had to check down. And that misses outside. So what looked like a potential laugher for Seton is now getting interesting as the Wildcats have put up a 3 spot in this third inning. 1-0 pitch, and that misses low. Goes to 2-0. Of course, hot chocolate would be fantastic. Hot chocolate, hot sun. And this one, a little cue ball, and that's going to go over Sladig's head, and Wright's going to go to third base. And going to second is Gutierrez, and that's what you call luck of the aluminum right there. A little cue ball shot. Sladig froze on it, and now they're runners at second and third. Stepping in, Maya Pastrano. Grounded out unassisted her first time up to third base. First pitch, that misses low. And right now, Brooke is in her head a little bit. Trying to find the balance of finding the dish and missing spots badly. 1-0 pitch to Pastrano. That misses low. Goes to 2-0. On deck, Leah Shan, who struck out her first time up. So we got blankets, we got big jackets here today. All kinds of heavy artillery here. And Brooke misses high and inside, goes to 3-0. Count. Runners at second and third, and that's slowly bounced to third base, and Dale McCray, the home plate umpire, loud and proud, called it foul. You'd love to see that. Not every umpire does that, but McCray, he let the world be known. That ball was foul. So a 3-1 count on Maya Pastrano. Grounded out unassisted to third base to end the first. 3-1 pitch, and that one on a late swing. And Pastrano swung at ball 4, helping Zulaga out. So now Brooke battling back and working quickly, checking the wristband. 3-2 pitch with Coda behind the dish. Change up, and that's bounced to third base. And the throw over, Sladek corrals it on a good toss by Bella Zipser and keeps the runners in check. Bella Zipser with the good glove work on a great hop in this field. You pound the ball on the ground, it's going to take a monumental hop. Leah Shan stepping in, struck out her first time up. Showed bunt, pulled back, gets the ball. And Zipser was charging, and Sierra was heading to third base. Leah Shan and Brooke Zulaga. And this one skied straight back. Coda behind the dish, and Abby makes the catch off the net. And now there's a conversation to determine whether the ball hit the net, and it clearly did. But look, in the Seton universe, we all claim it didn't. So that's the universe we're dealing with right now. Now, Jerry Mullen will have a conversation with Daryl McRae, and they're going to talk about life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness, and whether the ball hit the net or not. But it did hit the net, just to be clear. But Abby Coda made a great play behind the dish regardless, and good job, Abby. So maybe like in some alternative universe, you could catch the ball off the net and it would be an out, right? So Zulaga going back to work as we continue with Leah Shan at the dish. And that one misses high, and now quickly goes to 0-2. Okay, so now Brooke has been flirting with her changeup, and the big thing, she's giving it away by slowing the motion down. She has to learn how to continue with the same motion and not give it up. And there it is. She slowed up the motion, and changeup fell short. So it goes to 1-2. On deck, Eliza Ordonez. And that one is skied up, and Abby Coda giving chase again. And that time, no argument whatsoever. That ball was out of play. So Terry Lick, the assistant athletic director, bundled up. He's got his layer of warm clothing on, trying to stay warm. Got a couple fellows to my left. Got a young man, he's got his blanket on, staying warm, right? Yep, 2-2 pitch. And that one misses way outside, and a run will score as the walk is issued to Leah Shan, and that one just got away on the changeup. So another run is in. Now 7-4. Stepping in, Eliza Ordonez. Struck out her first time up. So we go back to the previous runner. Make that Leah Shan, who did not walk. It was only 3 balls, so now 3-2 pitch. And this one bounced to Sierra Daniel. Sierra will just, and Sierra Daniel just did the greatest play. Double play opportunity, and the Sentinels pulled off the 6-5-4 double play. And Sierra Daniel does it with a high instinct, high IQ play. That right there ladies and gentlemen, is how you do it. You don't try to go into some huge rundown. You run straight at the runner and you freeze them. And Sierra chased the runner back to third, got the out there, and the great throw from Zipser to Lexi Walper at second for the double play. Just a tremendous defensive effort. We go to the home half of the third with the Sentinels up 7-4. Bottom of the third, Ali Ortega with an opportunity to get the Sentinels going. Sentinels put up a 6 spot in that second inning. Ortega with a sac bunt laid down beautifully. Liliana Ontiveros trying to keep things in check for the Wildcats as her team was giving her a 4 spot. And Ali looking to jumpstart this inning. And that misses outside. Ali Ortega always around Seton volleyball and basketball. Always good to see that smiling face. Such a nice young lady. This one slowly bounced to third base, and good pick at third by Mia Gutierrez. Quality throw over to Madison Wright. So a 5-3 put out. Checking in is Bella Gump with a double and an RBI, her first time up. And Gump delivered on a quality base knock. First pitch, and this one just a tad bit out in front. Knocks a cue ball shot past Peter Daniel, first base coach, on that first base side. The sun is setting, and that means even colder temperatures at Jerry Mullen Field. 0-1 pitch. This one knocked right to the first baseman, and Madison Wright does a nice job, unassisted, on the putout. So stepping in is the one-woman wrecking machine that is Sierra Daniel. Tripled and doubled in this one. Sierra hitting over 600 coming into this one. And I've had the opportunity to know Sierra for a long time through her early days of playing for the Storm organization when my daughter played with her, and to see this young lady blossom and turn into the player she has, and knowing what kind of a quality individual she is such a blessing. She takes outside, and LSU is not just getting a fantastic softball player and athlete, they're getting a tremendous person. And she's going to do wonderful things on the Bayou for the Tigers. 2-1 count to Sierra. And then Sierra and Ontiveros wants no business. She wants no part of that. She puts something in Sierra's zone, and she might be going all four. And this one skied out of play over to the practice softball field. On deck is Brooks Ulaga. The lights are on at Jerry Mullen Field. So good to see night softball here. Love it. 3-1 pitch. And Sierra scorches one down the left field line, and that's going to be foul. And once again, Daryl McCray, the home plate umpire, owning it behind the dish. And that is how you do it. Too many umpires don't make that call loud and proud, and Daryl McRae is owning it. That spirit alone is keeping us all warm. 3-2 pitch to Sierra. And Sierra smokes one to left, and the left fielder makes a quality grab. Leah Shan off balance across her body. Robs Daniel of at least a double, and that is going to do it for the Sentinels. We go to the fourth. Sentinels with a 7-4 lead.
Now batting for Mesquite, number 14, Aliza Ordonez.
Let's go,
Top four, Ali Ordonez checking in, who struck out her first time up. Brooke Zulaga and her going into her inning number 4. Gave up a 4 spot in that third, and she got hit hard. A lot of balls tattooed. 5 hits allowed. This one skied down the left field line, foul out of play. So yes, in that third inning, Tatiana Ruiz followed with a single, and then base hit, base hit, base hit, base hit. And then finally, a great 6-5-4 double play ended the inning. This one, Zipser, nice play, knocks it down. Zipser throws over, the throw gets away. And Ordonez hits the field hard after turning the bag. Young lady shaking it off, and Zipser with the nice play, but then the throw over.
Not batting for Mesquite, number 8, Ryan Hollett.
Not a good one as Ryan Hollett checks in. Popped short on a great running catch by Sierra Daniel in the second inning. And Zulaga checking her wristband, first pitch, and this one, Zulaga will field it cleanly, throw over, a beautiful one. Sladek on the receiving end, and Brooks showing her athleticism. Tatiana Ruiz steps in, singled part of that 4-run third. And that Wildcats bench coming alive. They don't want to lose to crosstown Seton, and Sierra Daniel can't field it. That ball was hit hard, and another run will score. Score is now 7-5. So Ordonez scores. Liliana Ontiveros steps in, struck out, and smoked a single her last time up. So what once was looking like a laugher, I placed the blame all on me on this. This is all my fault because I said 7-0, maybe, potentially a run rule. No. I opened the floodgates of bad things to happen. This one lifted to Sierra, and Sierra will glove it for the second out. Stepping up is Cynthia Frosto, who singled and doubled. Frosto with a couple hits, as it's now a 7-5 Seton lead. First pitch misses low. So tomorrow, Seton's right back at it, taking on Marcos Deniza. Padres making the, and that one scores to center. Change up, held up, and Frosto all over it. Madison Wright checking in. He's walked and singled. And now Zulaga and her teammates kind of talking this one through. And Paolo Hutchison's got all kinds of cameras. And since we've got time, Paolo, let's show all the angles we've got here. We have the right field. Okay, well, we'll keep it there at the right field angle for now. Zulaga. And that one is bounced in the dirt. As we get a little bit of pan of the field, and runners at first and second. And right at the dish. And that misses high. So we have a center field camera, a right field camera. We've got cameras all over the place. And there's the center field camera. 2-0 pitch. And that misses high. Mia Gutierrez on deck. And Gutierrez has got some pop in that dish as well. So 3-0 count. And that misses low, and they're loaded. And stepping in, Mia Gutierrez popped out and doubled. And Brooke Zulaga's got to be very careful here. Gutierrez has got long ball power. And that one, great location. And that is the pitch that Brooke has got to be able to find. And Gutierrez has got one home run on the season. She's hitting .514. Stepping in and quickly goes to 0-2. Now, here it is. Brooke with an opportunity. And she's going to want to go to the changeup here, but she can't afford to leave it out on the plate, or Gutierrez is going to pound the ball somewhere in a gap. She's got to miss low and away with it. She's checking the dugout for the sign, and bases are stacked. Gutierrez. And that misses high. I try to get Gutierrez to chase, and Gutierrez laid off. Gutierrez hitting over 500 coming into this one. 1-2 pitch, and that one is scorched to left field, and that is gonna one hop off the wall. One run is in, another run is in, and Gutierrez comes through, and we are tied at 7. That pitch missed in a bad location, and Gutierrez jumped all over. It looked like a changeup that just hung. And the Wildcats have battled all the way back. Maya Pastrano checking in. Grounded out unassisted, grounded out to third. And Zulaga misses high outside. So once looked like a laugher as that one's fouled off. Looked like could be a Seton round, is now a ball game. We are at 7. Wildcats 4 in the third, now 3 here in the fourth. 1-1 pitch, and Coda, great work behind the dish. Abby Coda, strong behind home plate. Good blocking force. Hard playing freshman. 2-1 pitch, and that misses. Actually, that hits the outside corner, goes to 2-2. That's a great location right there, and that's where Brooke needs to hit those pitches. Low outside corner, hit the dots. If she does that, she can turn into a really good pitcher. 2-2 pitch, and that one. And right now, Brooke is just hanging that changeup just a little bit too much. It's different when it's coming in, it's floating, and it's falling right behind, right in front of home plate, where it's, but leaving that 2 out in front. And that hits the batter. So they are loaded yet again. And Leah Shan steps in. Shan has struck out and bounced into that 6-5-4 double play to end the third inning. And Coach Mullen getting an explanation on that last pitch. Dale McCray said it looked like it hit the shoulder. So that is where we are. 7 all. No hot chocolate, no hot biscuits, no hot gravy. Nothing hot about this evening, except the play on the field between the Wildcats and the Sentinels. 2 teams with a rivalry. Extends for a long time. And that misses low. Ball 1. Nowhere to put Leah Shan. 7 all. And you can kind of see the big blankets in the backdrop. 1-0 pitch in this one. Sky to left. Coming in and making the catch. Right there was Bella Gump, and that will do it. But we are knotted at 7 as the Wildcats get 3 across. We go to the fourth, the home half.
Down bat number 12, Wildcat.
Bottom of the fourth. We've got a brand new ball game. What was once looking like a Seton blowout, now tied at 7. And Brooke Zulaga out in front and rolls one over quickly for the 4-3 put out. And Ontiveros, who looked like she was going to get lit up all over the field, has dialed it in. Lexi Walper popped to right and got on an error by the third baseman. And this is where Seton's got to show some patience at the dish as well. Look for good pitches to hit, things they can handle, things in their zip code, and not make things so easy for Ontiveros on the mound. 1-0 pitch. This one bounced to the right side, and Ordonez there makes the put out yet again. So Ontiveros highly effective And checking in, Sarah Sladek, who's hit a couple bullets. 2 for 2 in the night. Sarah holding down first base and holding the stick like a champ. Looking for her 3rd hit of the night. Ontiveros rocks and takes something off and hits that corner. Sladek 0-1, and Ontiveros starting to get some confidence on that mound. And that just misses. 1-1 count. Sentinels with 1 in the first, 6 in the second. Wildcats with 4 in the third, 3 in the fourth, and that one's fouled off as we give you the tight center field camera. Looks like the ESPN ISO shot, right, Paulo? Paulo Hutchison working on his Seton replays. Now we got the high angle look as well. He's got cameras all over this field. 1-2 pitch. Sladek. Ordonez, can she make it all 3 putouts? And she does just that. Ordonez with the clinic at second base. When we go to the 5th, knotted at 7.
For Mesquite, number 14, Lisa Ordonez.
So we go to the 5th inning. Lisa Ordonez, who just put on that clinic, will lead off. She struck out and got on an error by Zipser at third base. Zulaga first pitch, and Abby Cota tried to frame that one up perfectly behind the plate. Good job by Abby, but it still misses outside. And Brooke has got to be able to find her fastball on that first pitch. And this one scorched to right field. Right fielder is right there and misplays it. Oh, Jordan Herrera cannot make the play, and going to third base is Ordonez. And that one gets away, and coming in to score is Ordonez. And all of a sudden, a Wildcats team that at one point was down 7-0 is now taken an 8-7 lead. So that is a tough state. The misplayed ball in right field, the throw to third base gets away, and Ordonez scores, and Ryan Howlett checking in. Popped to short and grounded out on a sac bunt. And this one bounced to third. Zipser on the good hop and throws that one away, and looks like that puts Sladek off the bag and does that. So now, right now, the Seton defense has got to pick it up. Zipser had plenty of time on throw. She's just going to step and throw. Rushed the throw and pulled Sladek off the bag. So a couple defensive mistakes has really hurt the Sentinels in this inning. Tatiana Ruiz singled and got on a hard hit ball that got past Sierra Daniel short. 8-7 Wildcats. The big blue from McQueen coming over. They were down 7-0 at one point. And this one popped in the air. Abby Cota giving chase, and that was just a miscommunication between Zulaga, Cota, and Sladek at first base. Someone's got to call that off and make that play. Tatiana Ruiz at the dish. Wildcats now leading 8-7. Good bunt, Zulaga on the great play. Another sack by Ruiz. 1-3 put out. So Hallett goes to second base, and Liliana Monteveros stepping in. Monteveros has new life. Started this game on the mound, gave up 7 quickly, and now she's been given an 8-7 lead, and she's helped herself, going 1 for 3 in the night. Takes a 1 low for ball 1. 8-7 Wildcats. Zulaga working quickly, and Coda. That one gets away and going down to second base is Howlett. So the Wildcats now have a runner at third with 1 out. And you gotta wonder if Seton would potentially bring the infield in. And that count goes to 3-0. Cynthia Frosto on deck, who's just had an amazing game. 3 for 3 and all hard hit bullets. And that's a fastball that dots the corner. And we have a couple Kings here. Burger Kings, that is, with their Burger King's hat on. And fellas, next time you come here on a cold night, I want hot food. I want a double cheeseburger, and I want a hat as well, okay? Because the way I look at it, on a cold night, you gotta have something hot. So hot fries, hot burger, anything hot. 3-2 pitch. That one slowly bounces Zipser, and Zipser eats her up. So Ontiveros gets on. And now here comes Cynthia Frosto, who's just putting on a clinic at the dish. Singled in the first, doubled in the third, singled in the fourth. And Frosto's hit every ball hard, hitting .429 coming in. 14 RBIs, 3 triples, 6 doubles, 15 hits and 35 at bats, and make that 18 hits and 38 at bats. So she's hitting close to 400. 500, I should say. So Zulaga's got to be careful here. And this one is scorched to left field. Going back is the left fielder. And that's going to bring in a run. And Frosto is finally retired, but she does her job on the long sac fly. And the Wildcats now go up 9-7. So Frosto on the deep shot, tracked down by Bella Gump. Madison Wright checking in. Wright's had a good night, and Wright smokes one. And that is good play by Gump, cuts it off, but Wright smokes a double, and there's runners at the corners. So runners at second and third. And Mia Gutierrez stepping in. Came up with a big 2-run single, part of a 3-run fourth. And Gutierrez looking to blow this one open, and that fastball dots the black. Now 9-7 Mesquite. At one point they were down 7-0. They fought all the way back. And Jerry Mullen, not wasting any time, intentionally walks her. So that loads them up for Maya Pastrano. Grounded out unassisted, grounded out to short, and hit by a pitch. So for the Sentinels, out at any base, all you got to do is tag one base on a ground ball. Short little grounded to second, and that will do it. But give credit where credit is due. Wildcats tack on 2 more, now lead 9-7. So we go to the bottom of the 5th, and the Sentinels now chasing this game. Bell Zipser struck out and grounded out. Should be followed by Abby Coda and Ashley Gyra. Liliana Ontiveros. She weathered the storm. She gave up 7 runs, 1 in the first, 6 in the second. She's kind of lassoed this one in. And a good pullback by Zipser. And this is where the Sentinels just show some patience. Ontiveros is not going to blow them away with speed, so it's just a matter of like swinging at good pitches. And Paulo Hutchison showing his wide camera angles. He's got them all. 2-0 pitch to Zipser. And this one popped in the air, and Ontiveros with a great play. Put the glove out last second.
Now batter 15, Abby Coda.
And then Abby Coda checking in. Abby with a couple hits in the second inning. 2 for 2 in the night. Stepped into this one, hitting .333. And Ontiveros. Give the young lady some credit. And she's got Coda swinging right through that one. Quickly goes to 0-1. Sentinels with 1 in the first, 6 in the second. And Ontiveros on the mound has dialed it in ever since. And that one's outside. So the Sentinels just got to show some patience. Zipser had a 2-0 count and then chased the pitch, popped it up. 1-1 pitch to Coda, and Coda, slow roller. Ontiveros throws and gets the out. Good play by the pitcher. Ashley Gyra checking in. Walked and grounded out to short. Five innings in, or close to it. And the Sentinels have to get their offense going as Gyra swings through the first pitch. Ontiveros really working that outside part of the plate. Misses high. Has surrendered 8 hits, all those in the first 2 innings. She's really done a nice job of finding her presence on the mound, and this Gyra goes to 2-1, and this one bounces short. Frosto's there and throws over. And the Wildcats put their hard hats on defensively, and that's going to do it for Seton. in the 5th. We go to the 6th. Wildcats up 9-7. So we go to the 6th inning. Leah Shan stepping in against Brooke Zulaga. Shan struck out, bounced into a rare 6-5-4 double play, and popped to left field. Zulaga gave up 4 in the 3rd, 3 in the 4th, and 2 in the 5th. And quickly goes to 2-0 on Leah Shan. Big thing for Brooke is get ahead in the count and hit the spots. 2-0 pitch. And this one lifted to Zipser, but Zulaga will call it herself. Good defense by the young lady on the mound. Ordonia stepping in, struck out, got on an error by Zipser and got on an error by Herrera in right field. Zulaga checking the wristband. First pitch. This one bounced foul. Zipser gave a great effort. So literally on the way home, I might have to get something warm and hot. Hot chocolate, hot something. I'm definitely gonna have hot chocolate when I get to my house. 0-1 pitch. Swinging right through that. Ordonez goes to 0-2. Ryan Howlett on deck. So yesterday was a gorgeous day in the Valley. Absolutely gorgeous. And then today, we're in April too. That's the weird thing. And that one hits Ordonez. Oh, we got a strike 3 call as the field umpire and Daryl McCrae behind the plate said she swung through the pitch and it hit Ordonez, but she swung through it, and that's an out. So that's a strikeout to Zulaga. So Ryan Howlett checking in. So now there is clarity. 2 outs now as McCrae will explain some things to the Wildcat staff, and needs to say we play on with Howlett stepping in. Pop to short. Sacrifice bunt and got on an error by Zipser. And that misses low, but a good low place to miss. And that's a good location for Brooke. She's been in troubles once she's hanging fastballs over the zone. 1-0 pitch. And this one lifted to center field, going back as a center fielder and making the catch was Gyra. So a 3-up, 3-down inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Sentinels trailing 9-7.
Out bat number 17, Leon Ortega.
Bottom of the sixth, Sentinels running out of opportunities. Ali Ortega stepping in, sacrifice bunt, bounced out to third. Ortega, Gump, followed by Sierra Daniel. Liliana Ontiveros. Looked like she was going to be chased off this field. Allowing a run in the first and a couple hits. 6 runs on 6 hits in the second, and ever since then, she's kept the Sentinels in check. And this Wildcats team, 4-8-1 in the season, coming off a 15-4 loss to Arizona College Prep. And that misses high. And right now, look, you're the Sentinels, you're chasing the game, you're down 2 runs. It's okay to take a first strike. And that one's in the zone, and Ortega chases, fouls it off, goes to 1-1. Gump on deck. 1-1 pitch. This one, sky down the right field line, goes to 0-2. Now Ontiveros has that look of determination in the circle. 1-2 pitch. And that one is fouled down the first base line. Masson right on the scoop. Ortega trying to get the Sentinels going here in the 6th. 1-2 pitch. And that's fouled off. Hits the brick, the backstop. That brick, that kind of Wrigley Field kind of look in that backdrop. One-two pitch, Ali Ortega. And fouls it off the netting on that right side. You figure with weather like this, we'd be like in, I don't know, some East Coast city during the World Series, right? Arizona, 1-2 pitch. And this one bounced to second base. Ordonez with a nice hop, flips over. Ordonez with the easy put out. Bellegump checking in. RBI double. Grounded out unassisted to the first baseman. And this one lifted left field. Leah Shan coming in, and Shan makes the catch. And Sierra Daniel stepping up. Sierra's tripled, doubled, and lined out to left on Shan, making a great play. And give credit to Ontiveros. She's retired the last 11 Sentinels. And Daniel looks to snap that. Ontiveros working quickly with a look of determination. And Sierra smokes a single to center. And Daniel now 3 for 4 on the night. And the big thing with Sierra, she'll be stealing second base. So Brooke has got to be patient to play and give Sierra an opportunity to steal second base. Sierra on her giddy up and gets in easily. So now Zulaga with an opportunity to pick her up. And Sierra is such a good base runner. She's going to take third base. Just a matter of where the pitch is. And Brooke showed bunt. Should have pulled back and goes to 1-1. Track speed at second base. Good contact hitter at the dish. 1-1 count. Zulaga's got to help her cause. Here it is. This one right to Ordonez. Ordonez knocks it down. And the umpire calls Zulaga out of first base on a bang play. That's a heartbreaker right there. And that's going to end the 6th. We go to the 7th. Sentinels trailing 9-7.
Leading off the 7th inning for Mesquite, number 11, Tatiana Ruiz.
So we go to the 7th. There is an Easter bunny. We finally got here. Tatiana Ruiz, 1 for 2 on the night with the sacrifice fly. Zulaga first pitch. That misses low. Ruiz, Ontiveros, and Frosto about to face Zulaga. As you get a look from our center field camera, maybe Paulo Hutchinson can tighten it up so we can get that kind of ESPN flair. And that goes to 2-0. Now we got the home plate, high angle. I actually want to see at some point how many angles we have. So 2-0 count, Zulaga on Ruiz. That misses low. I know we have the center field, we have the high home, we have the right field. So 3 cameras. 3. Had to confirm that. 3-0 count. And a good piece of hitting by Ruiz. She takes the strike, but that's what you do. Pitcher's on the verge of walking you and use the IQ, get on any way possible. So Zulaga trying to fight her way back from a 3-0 hole. Comes right back, grounded to short. Sierra, nice and quick. Oh my goodness. How about the scoop and release on that? You blink an eye and that play is done. That's a quality piece of glove work by Daniel, who, no question, in the state of Arizona, you're not going to find a shortstop with better range than Sierra Daniel at short. You just won't. This one's sky to right, and this one is going to be just foul as Jordan Herrera in right field digs it back. Ontiveros struck out and got a single, popped to short, got on an error by Zipser. Ontiveros in line to pick up the victory if Seton cannot rally. So roller foul down the third base side. Quickly goes to 0-2. Frosto on deck, and Frosto has been a wrecking machine. One player Zulaga's got to be very careful with. But first, Ontiveros. Fastball misses high. Zulaga in that circle. Scoreless first couple innings and then kind of derailed from there. Now it goes to 2-2 on Ontiveros. Gave up 4 in the third, 3 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth. 9-7 Wildcats after once trailing 7-0. 2-2 pitch to Ontiveros. And big hack fouls it off. That's a good cut right there. This Wildcats team came in with a record of 4-8-1. 2-1 in section play though. And that misses high. Goes to 3-2. Frosto on deck, and Frosto 3 for 3 with a sacrifice fly for an RBI. This one, Zipser on the nice play on the sinking line drive. And Cynthia Frosto coming in. And this young lady has been just a wrecking machine. Just been an outstanding player at the dish. And I believe her dad is here taking some video behind home plate. And rightfully so. She has been outstanding at the dish. 3 for 3 and also a sac fly. Zulaga's got to be careful here. And that changeup misses outside. Wildcats, of course, just a little east of here. This one lifted down the right field line. Home plate umpire Don McCrae calling for some extra souvenirs to play the game with. Last I checked, you got to have a bat and a ball and some gloves to eventually play the game. McCrae shook that one off, didn't like that one. He's finding a special one to play with to continue this one. 2 outs here in the 7th inning. Seton now trailing 9-7. And Frosto at the dish. Impressive young lady. She can hit. One-two pitch. This one grounded to short. Daniel, quick release and the toss over. And Sierra makes that look easy. So we go to the home half of the 7th with the Sentinels trailing 9-7. Okay. So it's time to put the rally caps on, Sentinels fans. Time to put them on backwards. There we go. Don't be afraid. Put your rally caps on. It's okay. Be part of it. Sentinels trailing 9-7, stepping in. At the dish, Lexi Walper takes outside for ball 1. Walper, Sladek, Zipser against Liliana Ontiveros, who's really locked it down after struggling through the first couple innings. And this one, slow roller to short. Nice play and the throw over. Cynthia Frosto. And Frosto is just a dynamic player. Great hitter and great glove work at short. Good looking player. Sarah Sladek checking in. Couple singles and bounce to second. Ordonez. This infield of Frosto and Ordonez. Good makeup right there. And Sladek rips one down the left field line. And Sladek turning first base. And quickly. Good defense by Shan to hold Sladek to a single. And Sladek with 3 hits on the night. Bella Zipser struck out bounce to third and pop to the pitcher. Coach Mullen telling Zipser to have a good at bat, and that's what it's all about right now. And that misses outside. Patience is key. Sentinels looking to rally from 2 down and maybe force extra innings. And this one bounced to short. Frosto, the flip over and the throw. But Frosto to Ordonez gets the lead runner. Last chance opportunity. Abby Cota. Cota, a couple singles and bounce it out to the pitcher. Runner at first base. And that misses high. Zipser at first base. Sentinels once led 7-0. But the Wildcats battle back to take the lead. This one knocked to Frosto, and that eats up Frosto, but regains her composure. And Cota beats the throw. And there's runners at the corners. And how about Abby Cota getting down that line, huh? Frosto took the in-between hop, and now the Sentinels making some noise. Runners at first and third. Ashley Gyra checking in, has walked and grounded out to short twice. The big run right now is at first base. Tying runs are on. And Cota's a good base runner. She runs the base as well. This one knocked to second base. Ordonez, the flip over, and that will do it. The Wildcats at one point trailed 7-0, rally to take the win 9-7, and give Liliana Ontiveros all the credit in the world. She started this game for the Wildcats, giving up 1 in the first, 6 in the second, and fell behind 7-0, but the Wildcats, they put their hard hats on, scoring 4 in the third, 3 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth to get the 9-7 victory. They improved to 4, make that 5, 8, and 1. And for the Sentinels, kind of a heartbreaking loss here, as they dropped to 7, 8, and 1. They've dropped now 4 in a row, and they're right back at it tomorrow night, taking on Marcos Deniza. And of course, we'll be here, hopefully with warmer conditions. Paula Hutchinson, the live stream. Terry Licht, the awesome athletic director, assistant athletic director here on site. Of course, Greg Buchanan, as always, doing a great job. We appreciate you dialing us up. Once again, bad news from Jerry Mullen Field as the Wildcats rally from 7 down to take the 9-7 victory. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow night.